With the Lucky Land Slots, you can get lucky just about anywhere.
This is your captain speaking. We've got clear runway and the weather's fine, but we're just going to circle up here a while and get lucky. No, nothing like that. It's just these cash prizes add up quick. So I suggest you sit back, keep your tray table upright, and start getting lucky.
Play for free at LuckyLandSlots.com. Are you feeling lucky? No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
Judy was boring.
Hello.
Then Judy discovered ChumbaCasino.com.
It's my little escape.
Now Judy's the life of the party.
Oh, baby, mama's bringing home the bacon.
Whoa, take it easy, Judy. The Chumba life is for everybody. So go to ChumbaCasino.com and play over 100 casino-style games. Join today and play for free for your chance to redeem some serious prizes. ChumbaCasino.com. No purchase necessary. Void where prohibited by law. 18 plus terms and conditions apply. See website for details.
All right, so this is Hardcore Grind interview with the singer and songwriter 2wicee. Welcome.
Thank you, Lissha. Hi, y'all.
So now I always like to start this off with a goal moment, right? So a goal moment is when thought and execution come together. A lot of times we're really mindful about how other people pour into their lives, how they get their vision started, but then when it comes to us, we tend to deal with lack, or we're lukewarm. I don't have time, not right now. So I always like to ask, what was your goal moment when you said, I'm about to do this, I'm about to go?
When I realized the talent, like when I seen that I actually had it, like kind of got the skill, songwriting and stuff, that's what my goal was. And it wasn't just me who heard it. So that's where it really started, hearing my mom, CPR, like all of my friends, like obsessed with my lyrics and my music. That was like my goal moment. Okay, don't stop. You got to keep going. Like there's no giving up at this point. You got people relying on you and looking up to you. You got to keep on going. So I would love to say that was my goal moment when I had a lot of people letting me know that that talent was there and that it's something that could actually be pushed out there and big to the world. So.
Absolutely. And now being a independent artist, especially in 2023, it comes with different obstacles. A lot of times people expect you when things get hard to put your vision down and just be in the world. And you're really supposed to keep going and just be here but not be of the world. But they want you to stop for those worldly things. What was that process like for you, just kind of being independent and moving around in especially a male-dominated industry?
Balance, being able to figure out the way to go about it and appreciating what's around me.
Mm-hmm.
I'm trying to figure out where I'm going with this answer. So I don't know. That's a hard question. That is a very hard question. I'm not sure. Can we come back to that one?
We can. Well, you know what? And I think that as we go through, you're going to answer the question, and then you're going to say, okay, well, I got it.
Back to what you were saying earlier. Yeah, I figured it out. Let's come back to that one because I just want to figure that out.
Absolutely. Not a problem at all. We sure can. So I do want to just talk about your musical ear just a little bit. How would you describe it?
I think I got a really good ear for music, not to sound all extremely confident about it, but I really love, like, music in general. Like, if the song bop, it's a bop. I'm going to bop my head to it. I'm going to like it. I really do think I got a good ear for music. I am definitely an R&B girl, though. If I hear a good R&B song, I'm going to keep it on repeat for a couple weeks.
Mm-hmm.
Keep it going. Like, I don't know. I think I got a real good ear for music. I have a really good ear for music. My favorites, like my top 5 artists, like female artists, Whitney Houston at the top, Monica, Brandy. I have really been obsessed lately with Coco Jones.
Ooh.
She's making her way up to my top 5.
Mm-hmm.
She's literally making her way up to my top 5. And I'm missing something. Jordan Sparks, I've always been a big fan of her vocals. I think she has a beautiful voice. So I've been a really big fan of her as well. So I would say that's like my top 5 right now.
I love it. Now, when you sit down to create, how does your creativity flow? Where does that passion come from?
the music. Once I hear the beat, if I'm vibing with it, something's going to come. It's going to start somewhere. I'm going to find a melody somewhere in there, start from there, and keep it moving. It's time to make a hit. Don't stop. And then sometimes I do get my little writer's block, but, you know, I always find a way through it because that's what the beats do for me. I have to find – that's the reason me and CPR work very well together because his music moves me. So, like, when I hear a beat that I love, I can write to it. I can get going with it.
I love it. Now, you have a new album coming out. Tell me about it and tell me the vision behind it. Now, first of all, let's don't talk about this name now. We're going to talk about this name, okay? Where did you get that? Where did the name come from?
Yonae.
Mm-hmm.
It's my middle name.
Okay, Mom.
Yes, Yonae is my alter ego.
Okay, ain't nothing wrong with that.
Yes, that is my girl, my homegirl. She always come out. But yeah, Yonae is basically my alter ego. She's the other side of me. Like, I was a very, very light love music kind of girl, like the dreamy love or like the soft love music. And then I'm like, girl, you are grown. Like, let's talk about sex. Let's talk about something great. Like, let's talk about real life relationship problems. So that's where Yonae came about. More like the old Twice, stepping away from that into a new world.
Absolutely.
Reality.
Now, when you get ready to think about the collaboration, like how did it all come about, being able to collaborate with the one and only Neo and be able to make awesome music? How did that come together?
Well, that was a blessing from God himself. My manager, CP, by the way, shout out to CPR and Keisha. Those are my two managers. CP came to us on the day we had my uncle's memorial service. My uncle passed away from a car accident, passenger, and it was a stupid accident, and my uncle lost his life due to it. But the day we had his memorial service, being that he's a father figure to me, my uncle, like that was a really hard day for me. Like very hard. My mom's only sibling. So, CPR came, he supported us, and then by the end of the night, he's like, okay, I got news. And we're like, okay, let's hear it. And he's like, we're going to have Neo on the project. We're going to be working with Neo. He's going to be on the introduction of the song. I spoke with him, and we ready to get to work. And that just made that whole day go from cloudy to sunny. And it was just a beautiful thing. So that's pretty much how that came along. CPR spoke with Neo, they had conversation, and we got him to be on the intro of the song, the album, Yonae.
I love it. Now, I do want to go back because, when you talk about grief is really hard, especially when it's somebody really close to you. And then being able to walk in the world and do the things that you do love, but you're still kind of grieving behind the scenes. What was that process like for you, getting into your artistry and kind of pushing forward and being able to just kind of get through that hard time?
I know, like, at the beginning, like, I used to wake up and put a mask on every day. Like, I felt like I had to be, like, extremely strong for my mom, you know. That was, like, her last, like, household member, the closest person to her ever. So I definitely woke up putting a mask on every day, and I was proud to do it. I love looking strong. I love being strong. But I would say, like, getting through that, my uncle always supported us in my music, and he's always supported my sisters and their crafts and everything that they do. So that was also a push moment, like realizing that don't give up now. Like, he's going to be disappointed in you. He's supported you. Getting a little emotional now. I'm trying not to. But really just knowing that he supported me and wanted that for me while he was here, I knew he wanted that for me and was still supporting me while he is not. So that was definitely a push for me. I did not want to give up. So I just kept writing, and I kept trying to bring myself to the headspace where I would lyrics from, So it's like, it definitely helped a lot.
I love it. I love it. Now, you are very passionate. You know what I'm saying? I love your vibe. Now, when you're a new artist, you're coming into the industry, but you're learning things that people behind you haven't learned yet. You know what I'm saying? What advice would you give an aspiring artist coming in behind you when they decide that they want to step into the world of music?
There's always somebody rooting for you. There's always somebody who loves you. Believe in God. Always have hope and faith, and just follow in the path that you are going into. Like, seriously, take that drive in you and just keep moving. Don't ever give up, because at the end of the day, somebody's going to see you, and you never know who it's going to be, when it's going to be, why it's going to be, and how it's going to be. It's just going to happen to you, and as long as you don't give up, it'll get there. You'll get there.
I agree.
All the advice I have, really.
I agree. Now, there's a heavy cost to pursuing and pulling your vision together. And I know you spoke about your uncle being a big support system of yours. Who else was your big support system throughout your journey?
Oh, my mom, my boyfriend, Jordan, CPR. I got 2 great best friends. I even have older friends in my life that really supported my music that I would never forget about. I have a lot of support. Like, I have 2 sisters that have their own things going on, and they make sure that they support and push and promote my stuff as well, and vice versa on my end. I got, like, my dad, my grandmother. So it's a lot of people. I can keep going, but it's a list of people. But I definitely would say I definitely looked up and took advice and listened to my mom, CPR, my boyfriend, Jordan. Like, they have been, like, my support system for as long as I can remember. The minute CPR came in my life, he was right there. And my mom has been supporting me my whole life. So I would definitely put them at top 2.
Absolutely. And I think that's the best part about, especially when you're pursuing your vision, you have to have those people in your corner that's really there 10 toes down no matter what, in any season that you can really depend on. Because sometimes when you're in your vision, it's kind of like, I always say, your vision is kind of like a city. Everything is paved just for you. Mm-hmm. And you're building, and sometimes you get to the side street. And, you know, on the side street, it's got gravel. It's no cement down there. Right. It's no lights down there. So now we're really worried and focused and worried about, my tire going to get flat. And so when you have to go down that road, it's good to have those people to help light your path as you pave that area you haven't been through. So I'm excited for you. Now, let's talk about the album, though. Okay, so you listen. You got to give me something, because I've heard the voice now. You got to listen. So what is your favorite song on the album?
Can I say 2?
You sure can.
Okay. Oh, God. I have to do my top 3. I'm so sorry.
Okay.
And then I'll say what I think my favorite is, because I've still been bumping my album since I released it. So it's, like, changing. But my top 3 is definitely CPSTN, which stands for Can't Push It Past Nobody.
Mm-hmm.
And Glad It's Over featuring Tiffany Evans. It's like, how can you not love this song when you listen to it? It's a vibe. It's definitely a vibe.
I love it. Now, how did the collaboration come together with Tiffany Evans?
CPR. Communication. He got connects.
Ain't nothing like the best management. You better listen.
Great managers. It's good to be like, I got a nice, strong team. It's amazing. But now he communicated with Tiffany, and we got her on the song. She loves the song. Absolutely loves the song. She promoted it. Like, she told me it was one of her favorites that she's ever, like, hopped on, like, one of the features she's ever done. So that meant a lot. But, yeah, that's exactly how she got on. CPR did his thing, so.
I love it. Now,
make it happen.
I love it. Now, I want to go back because, you know, I'm going to get this go moment question out of you. We're going to get this question out of you. So I want to ask a question. If you could go back to your younger self, however far back as you want to go, and you can give yourself advice, what advice would you tell yourself in that moment in time that you knew that you needed to hear the words?
Some people are not for you. Some people can hold you back. Not everybody is meant to guide you. Not everybody is meant to be in your presence, in your aura. Like, I would definitely have to say, like, I think, like, having the people you have in your life can really, like, create a different path. Like, you like that dark path going that way. It's like sometimes you really have them negative people in your life that can really just bring everything down, make you feel like you have no purpose, you have nowhere you're going. Like, it's like I am growing to, like, realize, like, I have something going for me, and, like, I am really starting to see it. Like, I am really starting to see it. And it's like I think a lot of the time the people that are in my life have a big part in it, for sure. So I would definitely say, like, just watch who you invite into your life.
I love it.
Around you, because that could be what's bringing you down and holding you back.
You're absolutely right. Because a lot of times we can bond with people when it comes to brokenness. You know what I'm saying? We can come in contact just based off of that, attracting people into our space. But when one or two people have healed from whatever that moment of brokenness was, it's hard for that relationship, that's a reset period. We either going to reset here or we going to have to separate. It's not a bad thing. It just means that I've grown. I've expanded into what it is that God has placed in me to do, and I have to move my feet. Because I always say, if you don't move your feet when God tell you to move your feet, you'll be on this roller coaster a long time trying to figure out how to get off.
Because there ain't no time, perfect timing.
None at all. Now, you are you support an organization, the Cameron Alopecia Hero Foundation. Tell us about it.
Oh, that's my sister. My sister is Cameron. She's had alopecia since she was 1.5. So I've been around, a beautiful person who hasn't always seen it in themselves my whole entire life.
Mhm.
So that organization means the absolute world to me. Watching my sister grow into this person, seeing the beauty that's in her, I have been, behind her ever since she's had to go through any of this. So that's what that is. It's for women to build themselves up, women and men. I'm going to say women and men, boys and girls, to build themselves up and not let that one thing that society is making seem like it's not a beautiful thing actually become an ugly thing to you, because it's really not. It's just what everybody else is saying or thinking. Who is to judge what beauty is? Who's to judge what ugliness is? I mean,
absolutely.
But that's basically what the foundation is for people to uplift themselves and just know, like, wear your crown. Like, live your life, live your purpose, and just be who you are and love yourself. So definitely appreciate and love my sister, because she's taught me a lot at her young age. So it's really good having that support system around you, because my sister has it as well.
And it's important. I love it. It's important to be able to feel that, because a lot of times, especially when you have a vision to do something and you trusting that God, God not going to run you into the wall. You know that. But you know that the people that you bring with you along the way, like you were saying, sometimes they block certain things that you're intended to do. So that solid support system is really important. And I'm glad that you have that. And I'm glad that you not only have it, but you pay it forward and give it to your sister as well. That's a necessity that everybody needs to be able to have. Now you're going to be in a position to inspire so many people in the industry.
Mm-hmm.
How does that make you feel to know that, people are looking at you like, listen, this I'm just going to be able to do this because she's doing it, and she's making me feel like I'm going to just go for it.
Honest answer, it does makes me nervous because it puts, like, a pressure on me, but I love the pressure. Like, it's like I really want to, like, guide a way for people, like, let people know it's okay to be nice, kind, loving. Like, it's okay to, like, you know, just, like, it's okay to be you. Like, and it's okay to, like, not always deal with BS. Like, it's like, I don't know. I would love for people to kind of see the world through my eyes because I feel like I am, like, overly kind. But I feel like it always benefits me at the end of the day. So when I see people looking up to me and complimenting how I am and, like, God damn, I kind of wish I, like, you know, had the kindness that you have or the way you carry yourself, like, it makes me nervous, but it makes me happy, too. I'm like, well, that's just me being myself. So it's like, as long as I continue to be myself, we ain't going to have no problems. But when you kind of get that pressure, it's hard to actually always be yourself because you always feel like you got to be happy. You got to be, you know, this overly excited, energetic person. And that's the only reason it makes me nervous because sometimes I feel like I don't know, that I'm trying too hard or like I'm not doing enough. And that's a whole nother conversation. That is crazy. That conversation goes so deep. But no, I love having people that look up to me. Just like I love having people that I look up to. It's like, you know, it's a good feeling knowing you got somewhere to look to find guidance or you got somewhere to give somebody guidance. I actually do really love being like a role model for some people.
Absolutely. I call it the blueprint effect.
Yeah.
You know, a lot of people look for mentors, and I'm like, you don't necessarily need a mentor, but you do need blueprints around you. You need people doing the things that you desire to do around you at all times because they help you to see how to move, and they help you to see how not to move. And a lot of times I think when we try not to get tunnel vision. But we did seesaw vision. And what seesaw vision is, you see it. It's like you see it, you taste it. Like, I know where this is going. I feel it, but you don't know what you got to go through in between to get there.
Exactly.
I love it.
Yeah.
Now this is the thing. Now you want the world to see how you see things through your eyes, but they're going to be able to see that through your music, and they're going to be able to feel that through your music. You see what I'm saying? So because you write, and when you're with your pen, they're going to be able to feel all the things that you want them to feel, up, down, sideways. So don't worry about people not being able to see what you see, because they're going to see it, and that's going to be the best part. Now, I want to ask you, what is a quirky thing that you need when you sit down to write and create your music? What is something that you need to have in your space and you like,
This is probably really weird to say. But like, I actually really like having a person around. Like, I do a writing session with CPR, or like, say I'm just in the house, me and my boyfriend downstairs or something, and I hear a beat, I just want to sit there and write. And then just having that person right there to kind of validate what I got going to let me know, that sounds good, it makes me excited, right? I'm like, because it's like, it's no thing, because I don't have this like weird thing, or I got to eat a pickle before I start writing music, or I want a bowl of ice cream right there when I'm writing music. I think I love having somebody around me. So like when something do pop up in my head, I'd be like, did you just watch that happen? Like, did you just see that? Like, you know, like it just really came together. Like,
there's somebody there that's hyping you up. You like, listen, did you feel that? You felt that right there?
I cannot. And I don't know. You know who 2wicee is, right? The rapper. So he got this song. It's called Sapiosexual. And he got this live video out. Remind you, this song came out a while ago, and he got this live video out where, like, he was listening to the beat, he recording it, he got his whole little studio set up in front of him, he listening to the beat, and you could just watch everything come together, and he got his best friend in the background of the whole video. And I'm like, that's me. Because it's like, if I'm sitting there writing and he get hyped, dude was getting so hyped up for him, and then he would start yelling at something else come up in his mind, and he like, listen to this, and start recording it, and then it just feel good. Knowing somebody is appreciating your art right then and there when it's and coming together, that is a very great feeling. I just love having somebody around me while I'm writing.
And being able to experience somebody's passion and their drive, just to be able to experience that's the best part. When you are hyping friends up, because it's like, listen, I'm feeling you right now, and I'm like, stop playing with me. Or sometimes they'll tell you, you playing with this, right? Like, to let you know, I need you to come with it.
Like, come on now, okay? That is so funny. That is so funny.
I love it. I love it. Now, throughout your journey, what was the hardest part? Like, what was the hardest obstacle you've had to bypass outside of people in your circle? What is some other obstacles you've had to overcome in order to get in the space that you are in now?
Becoming an adult.
That's life be lifing, don't it?
Life be lifing. That's where Yonae came in at. I'm like, hold up, all right, girl. It's time to write some real stuff. Because all this, like, butterflies and unicorns, like, I got real problems. What's the tea? Okay? But no, seriously, like, honestly, that was probably my biggest challenge, was becoming an adult throughout all of this. Like, when I first started making, like writing, I was younger. I just would never record nothing. I didn't know about no music studios or nothing like that. Like, I wasn't, into that. And then my mom, like, she grew up, like, doing that stuff. So I did know about it, don't get me wrong, but it wasn't just something I was up and going to go do. Like, I just want to go to the studio. I was a kid. So, like, kind of watching them do that and stuff, I have a couple, like, I think, like, 1 or 2 songs on iTunes from when I was younger, because it was for a cancer project called The Fight of My Life. My mom used to be in this group called All for Cry, and it was a gospel. I used to sing with them and perform with them all the time. So it was like coming from there and then like getting into adulthood and having to do my own thing, pay for my own studio sessions, write my own music all the time, find my own beats, pay for the beats if I found it on YouTube or something. I came a long way. But like all of this stuff, it's like that was a big obstacle, especially because I was going through a lot of other stuff, college or getting from college and, taking a break from it and having to get jobs, and that is a big obstacle. So that was probably definitely the biggest one, if you ask me.
Absolutely. Now, I got a question, though. Coming from a gospel background, going into R&B, what was that process like? Because, it was a little different when you wanted to, back in the day trying to listen to little music, you had to sneak some music because you could, So what was that process like for you going from singing gospel where there's a praise and worship going on to going more secular mainstream?
R&B has always had my heart. Like, I love my mom to death. I always wanted to follow my mom's footsteps, but gospel was just not that direction I had to go into. It was more where I, what I had fun writing, what I had fun singing, what I had fun doing. And don't get me wrong, I love gospel music. I have so much gospel music in my playlist. Like, I literally wake up in the morning one day and just, like, at least twice a week, I'll just have my gospel playlist just bumping, like, in the morning time, because it gets me going. But it's like when it comes to me and what I am doing, like, it's like R&B has always, like, had a big part of my heart, probably a whole half. And it's like that was the route for me. And it's like knowing that I love God, I know where to go, who to follow and stuff. Like, I know what I believe in. And I know God loves me regardless. It's like, He gave me the talent for a reason.
That's right.
So if that comes about, if R&B music come about, lyrics like that come about, then, it just come about. But that's pretty much how it happened. Like, and it's just so funny because my Uncle Juju, I Yeah, my Uncle Juicy, he's a genius. He's a beast. But he at first he was like against me doing R&B music, but he supports me so crazy now. He just loves my music, and he just loves what I'm doing for myself. I mean, he was the one who really got me into wanting to record and write my music and stuff. So it was like, you know, seeing him want to support me now, but didn't want to do it then, it means a lot. It's like, you know, he kind of see that it's another path for me. It's like you can still love God and God's music, but still go with R&B. So
yep.
Life is life.
And it's true, because it's really what you do when you're there. It's
right.
not really where you are. It's what you're doing when you're there. Are you taking accountability and responsibility for yourself when you are moving around? So that it is possible for you to do both. And I think that sometimes it could be stressful, you know, because sometimes, but the stress doesn't come from God. The stress comes from how other people are going to feel about the moves that you're making. So I'm glad to hear that you have that support from family that's like, just keep going. Just keep going. Just keep going. I'm excited for you. Yeah. I don't even know you, and I'm excited for you.
That makes me so happy.
So what's coming up? What do we have? Any new projects, releases? Are we going to be able to experience your voice on concerts? Like, what we got going on? I know you got something cooking in the kitchen.
Yes, we got a lot planned. So this year our plan for each month is to travel to a different state.
Okay.
Or a different city to go and promote and perform. So it's kind of like our own little Twice Yonae tour kind of thing, but it's not really. It's just like we're finding areas and where we can go and promote our music at perfect time and a good timing. We also have some merchandise for our album coming out soon. That release date will be dropping soon, but we'll definitely be releasing some merchandise soon. And I'm trying to think what else. Me and CPR, actually, he just sent me some beats last night I'm going to be writing to. I might not be the singer on them, but I'm, you know, writing some music to some of his beats, and we going to get those out. Try to get some big people on there. We going to get some big people on them.
That's right. To speak is to create. If you want it, you got to speak that thing out there. That's right.
Yes. So my birthday is coming up this month.
Oh, happy birthday.
It's February 12th, 2 days for Valentine's Day.
Woo, it's soon.
Yes, and I cannot wait. So that's coming up. Got a lot of stuff planned. We going to New York at the end of this month as well for Culture Weekend. I think I hit almost everything. If I'm missing something, you'll end up seeing it somewhere later this year.
I love it. I love it. So you gotta let me know when you in Atlanta, so I can make sure I come out and support you, because I'm excited. I am excited.
Oh, we'll let you know. We'll let you know.
Now,
out there, so.
What's next? Like, I know that you have top opportunities and priorities coming up with the different things that you have planned already, but what are some of those bucket list things that you want to do? Bucket list collaborations that you want to have?
Okay, there we go. Some big collabs, definitely. Wanted some big collabs. Working with Tiffany Evans, oh, come on now. I have to have that feeling again. I have to build the catalog, okay? So definitely some more collabs. We still discussing who, what, and when, but I don't really want to speak on that now because we have to have a lot more conversation about that with the team. So I just know we are aiming to do big collaborations, write more music, of course, get like more music out so that whenever another project time come around, like when we are like we feel like it's time to drop something else, we got something ready already. Just pull it out and be like, there y'all go, and then keep it moving.
But bucket list, what is that? That bucket list is that thing, is that person that you like, I wish that like this person is like
I said, I'm really obsessed with Coco Jones.
Listen, her song, I love it. So yes.
It's like so many. I would definitely say Coco Jones. I definitely want to work with Leighton Green. I love Leighton Green.
Mhm.
Different. I like her a lot. I don't know.
Like, this is your time, honestly. This is your time to dream and manifest. You bring those things to you. Bring those people to you. If you want it, you can have it.
Period. Well, in that case, her.
Okay.
I would love to get a track with Monica.
Oh, okay.
Brandy on a track. Easy. I would love to get a whole entire verse and hook from Neo. Trying to think. I don't know. It's so many. It's like I'm thinking Summer Walker, thinking Usher, like literally thinking so many people right now. 2wicee is like one of my favorite sing rappers right now. He is like really dope. I would love to work with him.
Okay.
Yeah. But that's all I can think of, though. So.
Well, I'm excited for you, and I'm quite sure you're going to have that and some.
Yes. Thank you.
Now, is there, I want you to shout out all of your social media, any upcoming events that people can rightly go to soon. I know you are going to a few cities. If you're doing any online events, make sure you shout those out and where people can be able to experience you and see any tour dates. If you have a website, make sure you shout that out too.
Okay, well, I can definitely give y'all all my social medias. I don't have any dates or anything for anything coming up as of right now, but y'all will be able to definitely find that on all my social media platforms. Follow me on Instagram at 2wicee. That's 4 E's. You can find me everywhere on there. I have a link in my bio that's going to give you the link to everything else. So just go ahead and follow at Twice on Instagram and click the link in the bio. You'll be able to find any and everything. And we are also going to be sending out information for upcoming events. And the next thing we are doing is Culture Weekend at the end of this month, which is in New York. So anybody that's in New York that would like to come out and support, I will be out there. Details for that will be coming onto my Instagram soon. So there we go.
I love it. I love it, and I appreciate you sharing your time, your space, and your energy with me. I'm excited for all the things that you have just coming, the things that you don't see coming. I mean, don't worry. You're going to be all right.
Thank you so much, y'all. Check out Yonae, please. Out now on everything.
Absolutely.